Cao Cao retreated all the way to Xie Valley. Zhuge Liang had long foreseen that Cao Cao would abandon Hanzhong and withdraw, so he dispatched Ma Chao and other generals in more than 10 separate columns to harass and strike the retreating Wei forces without pause, making it impossible for Cao Cao to linger. On top of this, Cao Cao was struck by an arrow fired by Wei Yan and was forced to order an immediate full retreat. From that moment on, the morale of his army completely collapsed. As the vanguard had only just begun to move, fires suddenly erupted on both flanks. Ma Chao's ambush forces burst forth again. Panic swept through the Wei army. Cao Cao ordered his troops to march day and night at full speed, fleeing non-stop until they finally reached Jingzhou, where only then did he feel slightly relieved. Meanwhile, Liu Bei ordered Lu Feng, Mengde Wangping, and others to seize the commanderies of Xiangyang. The local commanders, including Shen Dan, heard that Cao Cao had already abandoned Hanzhong and promptly surrendered. Liu Bei pacified the people and rewarded merit. The entire army rejoiced, and among the generals a single thought quietly took shape: to elevate Liu Bei as emperor. Yet none dared speak it openly, and they first consulted Zhuge Liang. Zhuge Liang replied that he had already planned for this. He immediately went with Fa Zheng and others to see Liu Bei and advised him. Cao Cao now monopolizes power, and the people have no true ruler. My lord's benevolence and righteousness are renowned throughout the realm, and you already possess Jingzhou and Yizhou. This is the moment when heaven and the people are aligned, when rightful authority may be assumed to punish the traitor. Delay would be unwise. Liu Bei was greatly startled and said, "This is not right. Though I am of the Han imperial clan, I am still a subject. To do this would be a betrayal of the Han." Zhuge Liang replied, "That is not so. The world is divided. Heroes rise everywhere, and those of talent and virtue serve their lords unto death, because they hope to follow a worthy ruler and achieve greatness. If my lord insists on avoiding authority out of excessive scruple, you may instead lose the hearts of the people." Liu Bei said, "To overstep and take an exalted title, I truly dare not. Let us consider a longer-term plan." The generals spoke in unison. "If my lord continues to refuse, the hearts of the army will surely scatter." Zhuge Liang said, "My lord has always upheld righteousness and refuses to claim supremacy lightly. Since you now possess Jingzhou and Yizhou, why not temporarily accept the title of King of Hanzhong?" Liu Bei replied, "Without an imperial decree, this is still an act of usurpation." Zhuge Liang answered, "Extraordinary times demand flexibility. One cannot cling rigidly to convention." Zhang Fei could not restrain himself and shouted, "Even men of other surnames want to be emperor. How much more so my elder brother, a true member of the Han clan, let alone King of Hanzhong? What would be wrong even with becoming emperor?" Liu Bei immediately rebuked him. "Hold your tongue." Zhuge Liang said, "My lord may first accept the title of King of Hanzhong, and then submit a memorial to the emperor. That will not be too late." Unable to refuse any longer, Liu Bei finally agreed. In the autumn of the 24th year of Jianan, a grand altar was erected at Mianyang, spanning 9 li in circumference, with banners and ceremonial guards arranged in 5 directions. Civil and military officials stood in proper order. Su Jing and Fa Zheng invited Liu Bei to ascend the altar. After the coronation and bestowal of the seal, Liu Bei sat facing south and received the congratulations of all officials, being honored as King of Hanzhong. His son Liu Shan was named Crown Prince. Su Jing was appointed Grand Tutor, Fa Zheng Chancellor of the Secretariat. Zhuge Liang remained military advisor, overseeing all civil and military affairs. Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, Ma Chao, and Huangzhong were named the 5 tiger generals. Wei Yan was appointed administrator of Hanzhong. All others were enfeoffed according to merit. After assuming the title of King of Hanzhong, Liu Bei drafted a memorial and sent it to Xuchang. The memorial stated that his talents were limited, yet he bore heavy responsibility, commanding armies in the field and failing to pacify the realm swiftly, which filled him with constant anxiety. Since Dongzhu's rebellion, evildoers had run rampant, and only through the emperor's virtue and the rise of loyal men had partial peace been restored. Cao Cao alone remained unpunished, usurping authority and wreaking havoc. In the past, Liu Bei had conspired with Dong Cheng to eliminate Cao Cao. But the plot was exposed, Dong Cheng was executed, and Liu Bei was forced into exile. Because of this failure, Cao Cao grew ever more tyrannical, even murdering the empress and poisoning imperial heirs. Now, the assembled officials believed that in accordance with ancient precedent, and to safeguard the ancestral temples and the state, Liu Bei must temporarily be honored as King of Hanzhong. He repeatedly reflected upon himself and dared not accept such elevation. Yet with the nation in peril and the altars at risk, he had no choice but to comply with public opinion, accept the seal, and restore national authority, vowing to devote himself fully to punishing traitors and pacifying the realm. When the memorial reached Xuchang, Cao Cao, then in Yi, learned that Liu Bei had proclaimed himself King of Hanzhong. Enraged, he shouted, "That mat-weaving brat dares such insolence! I will destroy him!" As he prepared to mobilize the entire realm, Sima Yi stepped forward and remonstrated. "My lord must not launch a personal campaign in anger. I have a plan that will cost neither soldiers nor arrows, yet will cause Liu Bei to bring ruin upon himself and Shu." Cao Cao asked, "What is your plan, Zhongda?" Sima Yi replied, "Sun Quan and Liu Bei are bound by marriage yet divided by Jingzhou. Simply persuade Sun Quan to seize Jingzhou. Liu Bei will be forced to divide his forces to rescue it. Then my lord may reclaim Hanzhong. Liu Bei, attacked from both ends, will surely be defeated." Cao Cao was delighted and dispatched Manchong as envoy to Jiangdong. After deliberation, Sun Quan accepted the proposal but secretly devised his own calculations. Zhuge Jin was sent to Jingzhou to propose a marriage alliance with Guan Yu. Guan Yu exploded in rage upon hearing it. "How could my tiger-born daughter marry a dog's son? Were it not for your brother's sake, I would behead you at once." He immediately expelled Zhuge Jin from the city. Upon hearing this, Sun Quan was furious and resolved to seize Jingzhou, secretly coordinating with Cao Cao. Cao Cao, pleased with Sima Yi's plan, again sent Manchong with a letter to Sun Quan. After Zhang Zhao advised courtesy and reconciliation, Sun Quan welcomed Manchong with full honors. Manchong presented Cao Cao's letter, proposing that Wu attack Jingzhou while Wei advanced toward Hanchuan, jointly crushing Liu Bei and dividing the territory afterward, with mutual non-aggression sworn. Sun Quan read the letter, hosted a banquet, and then dismissed Manchong to rest. Sun Quan then consulted his advisors further. Gu Yong suggested agreeing outwardly, while secretly observing Guan Yu's movements. Zhuge Jin proposed another attempt at marriage. If Guan Yu accepted, Wu and Shu could unite against Wei. If not, Wu could then seize Jingzhou. Sun Quan approved. Manchong was sent back, and Zhuge Jin again traveled to Jingzhou. Upon meeting Guan Yu, Zhuge Jin explained his proposal. Guan Yu erupted in fury once more, repeating his insult and ordering Zhuge Jin expelled. Zhuge Jin fled in terror and reported everything truthfully to Sun Quan, who raged at Guan Yu's insolence. The officials then discussed strategy. Buji warned that Cao Cao intended to shift danger onto Wu, noting that Chaoren already stationed troops at Xiangyang and Fancheng. If Cao Cao were sincere, he would attack first himself. Buji advised, demanding that Cao Ren attack Jingzhou by land, forcing Guan Yu to respond, after which Wu could strike Jingzhou from behind. Sun Quan adopted this plan, sent a letter to Cao Cao, and Cao Cao gladly agreed, appointing Man Chong as Cao Ren's advisor and ordering Wu to prepare its naval forces. Liu Bei, now King of Hanzhong, ordered Wei Yan to guard eastern Sichuan and return to Chengdu. He built palaces, constructed hundreds of stations and granaries, stockpiled supplies, and forged weapons in preparation for future campaigns. Spies soon reported that Cao Cao and Eastern Wu had allied to seize Jingzhou. Liu Bei urgently summoned Zhuge Liang. Zhuge Liang said this was expected and advised ordering Guan Yu to attack Fancheng first. Liu Bei immediately sent Fei Shi with the royal edict to Jingzhou. When Guan Yu asked what title he had received, Fei Shi replied that he was ranked first among the 5 tiger generals. Upon learning the names, Guan Yu angrily protested Huang Zhong's inclusion and refused the seal. Fei Shi calmly reasoned with historical precedent, persuading Guan Yu that brotherhood and loyalty outweighed rank. Guan Yu awoke to his error, accepted the seal, and received orders to attack Fancheng. After accepting the command, Guan Yu sent Fu Shiren and Mi Fang as vanguard commanders. That night, their camp accidentally caught fire due to drunken negligence, destroying supplies. Guan Yu furiously ordered their execution, relenting only after Fei Shi's plea. He had them flogged, stripped of rank, reassigned to defensive posts, and sternly warned them of future punishment. Liao Hua was appointed vanguard, Guanping deputy commander. Guan Yu personally led the Central Army, with Ma Liang and Yi Ji as staff officers. Before departing, Guan Yu dreamed of a massive black boar biting his left foot. Though some deemed it ominous, others auspicious, Guan Yu declared he feared neither age nor death. Soon an imperial envoy arrived, formally appointing Guan Yu as front general, granting him full military authority over Jingzhou and Xiangyang. Reassured, Guan Yu marched north along the Xiangyang road. Cao Ren, hearing of Guan Yu's approach, debated whether to fight or defend. Ignoring Man Chong's caution, he rode out to battle. Through feigned retreats and ambushes, Guan Yu's forces shattered Cao Ren's army. Xiahou Siyuan was slain by Guan Yu, Zhai Yuan by Guanping. Cao Ren fled back to Fancheng, while Guan Yu seized Xiangyang and stabilized the region. Wang Fu warned of Eastern Wu's ambitions. Guan Yu ordered beacon towers built along the river, but dismissed concerns over internal administration. Cao Ren, besieged again, sent an urgent plea to Cao Cao. Cao Cao appointed Eugene to relieve Fancheng and asked for a vanguard. A fierce general stepped forth, vowing to capture Guan Yu alive. And thus, before Wu finds its chance to strike, the North sends yet more troops. Summary. This chapter centers on 2 main narrative threads: Liu Bei's elevation as King of Hanzhong and Guan Yu's northern campaign against Fancheng. On the surface, Shu-Han appears to be at the height of its power, yet in reality, internal and external crises are quietly forming. Cao Cao, following Sima Yi's strategy, successfully provokes conflict between Wu and Shu. Sun Quan turns his ambitions toward Jingzhou, while Guan Yu's arrogance and misjudgments plant the crucial seeds of his eventual downfall. This chapter marks the turning point in Guan Yu's fortunes and the true beginning of the loss of Jingzhou. Knowledge points. 1. Liu Bei's elevation was not reluctant in history. In Records of the Three Kingdoms, biography of the former lord, Liu Bei's assumption of the title King of Hanzhong is recorded as a deliberate political decision following the capture of Hanzhong, not the result of intense moral coercion as dramatized in the novel. 2. The memorial is highly literary and fictionalized. While historical records confirm that Liu Bei submitted a memorial, its actual content is lost. The elaborate version in the novel is almost certainly a later literary creation. 3. Sima Yi's role is exaggerated in timing. Historically, Sima Yi had not yet risen to the position of Qiao Wei's chief strategist at this point. The alliance with Wu against Shu was a long-term strategic pattern, not the result of a single scheme devised by Sima Yi alone.